This past year has been one of growth, adapting, and learning for all of us. That has certainly been the case at GovLab and the Nova Scotia Network for Social Change. GovLab is a social innovation lab tackling the complex challenges related to population aging. It is a part of the Provincial Department of Seniors. The Nova Scotia Network for Social Change brings together people who are working for positive change around aging, inclusion, diversity, and equity in our province. The network is an initiative of the lab in partnership with Inspiring Communities, a leader of strengthening collaborative change efforts in Atlantic Canada. Our work is much like a community garden. The vision and work is driven by those most affected by the outcome. Like a garden, our work is affected by our environment and shaped by the tools that we have. We must decide when and how to plant seeds, what seeds to plant, and even seek out seeds that may not even be known to us yet. This is how we are growing, adapting, and building a co-creation garden. This past year, we have held network events, built relationships and partnerships, and have had important conversations with the community about issues that are important to them. We also have 8 prototypes in development, new ideas for social change that we're testing and trying to learn from. Our team grew, and with it, new perspectives. We've welcomed Shelley, Raina, and Jenna. We have also had to adapt to our surroundings. One of our network sessions was on navigating loss and grief during the time of COVID-19. Our work is deeply impacted and shaped by the other pandemics present in our world as well, those of colonialism, systemic racism, and inequity. This impacts communities, aging, and our work. This year, we have been hosting sessions about how to have difficult conversations about racism, colonialism, and complacency. We have recommitted to putting decolonial anti-racist practices and equity at the center of our work. When it hasn't been safe to gather because of COVID-19, we've shifted our approach to our work, to our garden. We continue to keep the garden growing through new ways of working and connecting. We are expanding our network to include more community and diverse voices who are change makers in aging and equity. We developed a core team, the Keep It Moving team, to work with others to try out different ways of prototyping ideas. This work has included working with African, Nova Scotian, and Indigenous communities on digital equity and inclusion, building relationships with the Association of Black Social Workers and the Mi'kmaq Native Friendship Centre, prototyping for social change with African, Nova Scotian, and Indigenous communities, and identifying and sharing policy barriers to systems and institutions to affect change. Our garden is a part of a larger ecosystem where many other interconnecting activities are happening all around us. That is why building relationships is fundamental for our garden to be fruitful. We are trying new creative ideas with others to plant together. We have proposed potential new ways forward and extended invitations to join our learning and unlearning journey towards decolonial futures. Even if invitations aren't accepted, awareness of the need to change the current ways of doing, knowing, and being are left behind. Doing this work also meant we've had to pause to look inward as a team. We have had to undo ways of being, doing, and knowing that are deeply rooted in colonialism, inequity, and systemic racism. Only then can we begin to see change. As we plan ideas, some ideas may grow big, some may not grow. Some may start in our garden and move to another. Some may start in another garden and get transplanted to ours. Some may die, and that's okay. Co-creating and our work is about learning what works and what doesn't, how we can best adapt to create new possibilities and futures of aging. It's been a year we won't forget. We are grateful for all the new relationships and voices that have shaped our garden. Thank you.